Hi, welcome to the podcast Ease into Clarity. I'm Dr. Divi, family doctor turned intuitive coach, and I'm here to help you. In this podcast, we will learn mental techniques, emotional techniques, and spiritual techniques to change daily problems. So maybe it's your husband, your boss, your coworker, your kids, they're driving you crazy. You can email me any of your questions and I will use all the techniques I've learned over the years and help you. Grab your hot chocolate and make sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon. Ciao. Three steps to breaking the cycles of the 0 to 100 triggers. All of us have experienced that feeling where life is going on, all seems fine, and then out of nowhere, we're triggered. Could be the person who cut us off in traffic. It could be how our wife laid out the food. It could be something small or big, but we can't stop spinning. Those spins, most people live in those spins all the time. Most people turn to meditation, the work I do, to get a break from those spins. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to summarize the last decade and a half of my personal development work into a really short video into 3 steps. In personal development, you'll run across this concept called shadow work, where you're working with your unconscious, subconscious stuff. But in order to even access or work with the shadows, which are the stories from our childhood, we have to not be in our mind. Most people assume the mind is here, wherever you think it is. But I want you, for the source of this video, to start to think that really who you are is out here. I always jokingly say, go on Mars and sit and look at yourself. We've learned this from Eckhart Tolle, Wayne Dyer. Millions of teachers have taught us that we're not our thoughts. You can go to Mars and see yourself and know that, oh, look, there's Divi thinking XYZ. Just having the ability to do that tells me I'm not my mind. But in order to break the loops of the trauma, we have to be willing to do that. Now, if I even go deeper, what if all you are is a computer system? You think you're this body, and I've got another video out there on the body from A Course in Miracles. You think you're this body, you think you're this mind, you think you're this hair color, you think you're all of this. What if none of that's true? What if who you are is this consciousness that's out there, and this is the energy of the divine having this experience in here? And the mind and the body connection is essentially you are a computer chip. You were born into your family of origin. Your family effed you up. School effed you up. And you've got these computer chips in your brain that run you. And what if that's who you are? This video will teach you how to break that trauma loop, especially if you can sit out here and look at you. Now, everybody has different computer chips. Each of us are programmed 100% differently depending on our childhood, depending on the trauma we needed to experience, and depending on the stories we need to experience. Now, we have to spend the rest of our life healing those computer chips, but if we don't, we will never live the life we want to live. So let's break it down to 3 steps. Step 1, you're not this body. Get out here and look at yourself from planet Pluto and go, oh, there's that character that we call Divi, but really I'm out here. This is the God self Divi with infinite power, infinite love, infinite wisdom, but there's blocks. What are those blocks? Those blocks are those computer chips traumas that take me from 0 to 100. Amazing. That's step 1. Step 2, look at those traumas. Go, oh, look, Divi's worried about money. Oh, look, Divi doesn't think her husband loves her. Oh, look, Divi doesn't think she's enough. Now that computer chip needs healing because it's not true. You are born of love. You are infinite love. You come from infinite abundance, and you're born to be infinitely abundant. Step 3, forgive it. Now, in the rest of the video, I am going to actually take you through the process of using these 3 steps to heal the idea that you're not good enough. Because we all have that one. God knows I've got that one. We all do. Now, in order to do that, we have to go to first step 1, go to Pluto and see you think that thought. Now, if you're not this body, you're not this mind, you're not any of this construction, who can you be? So not only do you go to step 1 and go, okay, I'm going to be on Pluto, but let's talk about who you are. You are the consciousness of the goddess. You're the consciousness of the divine I am. You're the consciousness that comes from infinite love and infinite beauty and infinite joy. The energy that's in this plant, the energy that's in that plant, the energy that's in those mountains and that sunshine is in you, what humans call God. So step 1, go to Pluto and see you've got a computer chip that is different than what I just explained. Step 2, see the story. What is your story specifically of I'm not good enough? I'm not capable. No one's going to love me. I don't think I'm enough. Who am I to have that money? Who am I to have that career? All of that is BS, because if you are born of the divine, for the expression of that grandeur on the planet, this wants to get healed. Step 3, forgive it. So go and close your eyes unless you're driving. And from Pluto, see that computer chip that says you are nothing. And let's do the Ho'oponopono prayer together. It is simply 4 lines. I love you, higher self. I'm sorry for ever thinking I was not you. I'm sorry for forgetting my worth. I'm sorry for ever taking on this idea that I wasn't enough. Please forgive me, which means just wash it from me. Let me remember who I am. And thank you. And I repeat it 1,000 times. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Now you can pause this video and do it for longer if you wish. When you do that for about 5 breaths or 10 breaths, what will start to occur is like a version of you steps forward, which is the goddessness, which is the goddess energy, the consciousness of who you are and your worth. The divine I am, she, he's energy will step forward, and that is who you are. That is your truth. And that's my last 15 years of self-development summarized into a few minutes. I hope that helps you. Remember, you're not this body. And I'll do another video on that. You can watch it. It talks all about that, because you are the consciousness of love. Have the best day. Thank you so much for joining me in this podcast, Ease into Clarity. It is such a joy, pleasure, and honor to be in your living room. What I would love is if you followed me on Instagram, DRDIVI, or go to my website, drdivi.com, or write a review. That would be even more amazing. Thank you. If you really enjoyed this podcast, feel free to share it with friends, family. Tell them to follow me, because I think the more of us that listen to the fact that each of us can start to shift, each of us can shift mental things, emotional things, spiritual shift, to shift our daily reality. When more and more of us do it, we get a better planet. We get more love. We get more happiness. We get more joy. So I'd love it if you followed. I'd love it if you shared this, because it would be such a joy and an honor. And again, if you have a question, guess what? I'm here for you. So send me an email, easeintoclarity@gmail.com. And as they come in, I will answer them in podcasts that are subsequent, whether it be your boss, your relationship, your husband, whatever. That's what I'm here for. Because the more of us that learn really simple mental techniques, really simple spiritual techniques, we change the physical reality we live in. Pretty soon we have more peace, more ease, more joy trickling across the whole world. Remember, there's a spiritual solution for every problem. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.